today at Tender Greens at the Irvine Spectrum with our wonderful chefs. Hi.
Hi.
So wonderful you're here with us for the interview. I love it.
Absolutely.
And you're Oliver.
That is
And
correct.
what's your title, Oliver?
I'm the executive chef.
Okay, and Pete?
Yes, I'm Pete Balistreri, Vice President of Culinary Innovations.
Wow, I love that. That's wonderful. And you know what? This is so beautiful. The environment, everything here. I love it. How did it all start?
It started with two foodies, two chefs and a foodie, Eric Oberholzer, Matt Lyman, and David Dressler, back in 2006 in Culver City. And luckily, I was fortunate enough to work with them prior to opening Tender Greens in those early days and be a part of that great starting of this business, which has been 20 years for me now being here. So it's been blood, sweat, and tears for 20 years here.
So you watched it evolve.
Absolutely.
Wow. And the owner his name is
The founder of the company was those three. So
Okay.
Eric Oberholzer, Matt Lyman, and David Dressler.
Okay.
There were several investors, friends, family members, all sorts of people who gave us the funds to build more restaurants and hire more team members and make great food for more folks in the communities that we were in. So it's been a long journey from where we started, and yeah, we're approaching our 20-year anniversary here in 2 more years.
wow. And, and it's such a great venues too. You can have almost anything here, right? And now for you, how did it start, Oliver?
Interesting. I came from a background in independent fine dining restaurants, hotels. I started with Tender Greens in 2014.
Okay.
I ran one of their locations at first, and then I sort of transitioned into the role of more being behind the scenes, taking care of the culinary innovation and writing recipes and ideation around menus and things like that. Obviously with the help of Pete and supporting Pete in that endeavor. So yeah, and I've been in this role, I want to say about 5 years now.
Great. I love it. How did the idea of healthy foods come to fruition?
Yeah, well, I would say that healthy foods coincides with California cuisine, which in turn is farm to table. And so we don't necessarily set out to make healthy food or create healthy dishes, but it's sort of part of who we are, because when you're farm to table, you're using ingredients at the peak of their season.
Perfect.
And one of the opportunities when ingredients, say strawberries are their sweetest, or the vegetables are beautiful, bright, and green, or whatever color they are, we try to use the least amount of manipulation as possible on those ingredients. So simple olive oil, salt and pepper, roasting, grilling, things of that nature. So when you start with fresh ingredients that come locally and they already taste great, at the end of the day, they're very healthy for you because they're whole foods that are grown out of the earth, and there's not a lot of manipulation to it. And so that's sort of in our DNA of cooking. But we don't necessarily set out to make healthy dishes. It's more about using the best ingredients at the right season.
That's beautiful. And it's from local farmers too, right?
Yeah, as much as they can be. For example, our lettuces come from Babe Farms. A majority of our lettuces come from Babe Farms. We get vegetables from them. And they're just up the coast here and very close to most of our restaurants. So yeah, we use all sorts of farms all year long.
It's wonderful. And you have, they can come here and eat, or they can order, can't they, and come pick up?
Absolutely, Sherry. Yeah. So you have the ability to obviously visit any of our 22 locations, and you can go to the website. You can order it to pick up as well.
Mm-hmm.
So your food will be ready by the time you arrive.
Okay.
Or you have the ability to obviously have it delivered to you through any of our third-party vendors that we work with, that support us. You also have family meal option.
Okay.
So we have a complete family meal menu where we've taken some of our favorite items to bring Tender Greens home to a family as well. And we have a catering option as well. So let's say if you have a birthday party or you have a company holiday party or just a company event and you have 10, 15, 20, 25 people and you want to get tender greens, you have that option as well for a completely separate catering menu.
How nice.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different ways you can get our food.
We do a lot here.
We do.
Yes.
And are they all located in California? All
Currently,
there.
yes,
Okay.
yes. Currently.
And tell us what cities they're going to
We're in San Diego, Los Angeles,
Okay.
Orange County, the Bay Area.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Kind of all over.
Yeah.
And you have a menu for any age. You have one for kids who. That's
course.
really who I am.
We love our kids.
I'm 5 going on 3, so I'd be here. And the kids menu is my favorite. Absolutely. No, actually, I love the falafel.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's weird. And you know what else you do, which is so nice on your menu here, is that you put down the calories
Yes.
for
Yes.
people, right?
Right.
That are really watching.
It's about transparency too.
Uh-huh.
Like, the ingredients that are there, some items you see there have higher calories, that's okay.
Yeah.
And there's good calories and bad calories.
Right, calories is not, calories to calories is not the
It
same.
fluctuates, but we're using a majority of fresh fruits and vegetables that are grilled and roasted or simply used in a raw state, like in our salads with vinaigrettes or dressings that are made from scratch. So,
Olive oils.
yeah, so the calories are, I mean, we have our mashed potatoes and our fried chicken. Like
Okay.
Right.
we love comfort food. We do all sorts of different things. So we have that as well, but our calories are whole calories that are good for you, and our food's made from scratch. They're whole food.
You have a special Valentine something coming up, correct?
Yes, our flourless chocolate cakes are free with any purchase on
Really?
Valentine's Day at all locations.
And you have other events I know ongoing, so people who want to find out can go to your website, right, and
Correct.
check it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All those information will be kept up to date on our website.
That's so nice. That's wonderful. And I know you're doing something special for Laguna Woods.
We
at
are.
10%.
Very
right?
special, yes.
Yes.
At UCI, our UCI location,
Yes.
Irvine Spectrum, actually for the rest of the year.
Really?
Yeah,
Yes.
so that's a
All they
big
have to
deal for
do,
them.
the folks just come in.
And let us
10%.
know they're from the community and they get it.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, you're such a magnificent group, especially because the horrific fires that we recently had, and you brought all the firemen working so hard food. You donated, you brought them food, you made sure they were not hungry, and that was all donated from your wonderful group.
Yeah, to the locations we could, as much as we could,
Yeah.
But, and we also supported a little bit of that on 9/11 to the fire stations and try to do what we can when we can to support. So it's small, but
But it
just
means a
try.
lot.
Yeah, I
Means
mean
a
it's
Yeah, they're part of the community, and they're obviously, do their best efforts to support their community,
Yeah.
especially under these circumstances that we had.
Yes.
And for us, it's the least we can do to go out and support the men and women that help us stay safe.
Yes.
And some of our locations weren't affected, and some of them were. Our Pasadena location was heavily involved in serving the local police and fire departments with some food. And it's that comfort food, and if you're out and about and you work hard and you risk your life, and you get a nice warm plate of some good tasting food,
Absolutely.
I think
That's
that's the least you can do, right?
so wonderful for you to give like you have. It really is very special. But yeah, I'm going to be living here now because I want to eat everything on your menu. In fact, that is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just order everything in here.
yeah, that'd be
I'll
great.
probably order about 5,000 calories worth of stuff.
That's okay.
That's
easy.
at least-
Again, they're good. There's good and bad calories, right?
Yeah,
So
Right.
that's right.
when you're eating fruits and vegetables and things made from scratch and grilled and roasted meats and proteins, they might be high in calories, but it's good for you and it's good for your body. And there's a lot of nutrition and vitamins and tons of things that go along with that. So eating a lot of tender greens can be very good for you.
Well, this is my home away from home. Thank you so much for this magnificent
Thank you.
interview. You
Of course.
guys are
Thank you
awesome.
for having
Absolutely.
us. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what Susan's doing.
Well, hi, Sherry. I'm in Laguna Beach today. Actually, I'm at Laguna Playhouse, and with me today is Cindy Pruitt, who is the president of Laguna Beach Live. Well, Cindy, welcome. We're so
Thank you.
happy to have you with us today. So, Cindy, can you tell me a little bit about the music festival? What is this? Is this something new? Has it gone on for a few years? What's going on?
It's actually, this is the 23rd, so it's been going on for a while. And Laguna Beach Live itself started in 2021. We teamed up with the Philharmonic Society to do this annual event. We know Laguna, and the Philharmonic knows all the wonderful artists, so that was a good way for us to collaborate. And we do 3 concerts. We also do some community engagement at the schools, and we also do the senior center. And so we do quite a bit community, and it dawned on us that what we should do is also combine with the Laguna Dance Festival, another wonderful Laguna organization, the same kind of vintage as we are, but they have another week of top artists, and it's right next to ours. So we have 2 weeks of outstanding music and dance for you.
Oh, you do. There's so much, a little bit of detail about that. I know you do presentations at the library, at the Laguna Beach Library for children. You do what others? Some of these.
Well, that's
specific
Laguna
things?
Beach Live. Yes, we do about 30 different performances, including the music festival.
It sounds like you are very involved in the community and all the things that are wonderful things that are going on. Tell us a little bit about the upcoming event that's taking place the middle of February.
Well, it starts with the Prelude event on the 12th, which is a wonderful event at the Art Museum. With some nice food and great music and a good kind of social time. It also helps fund the music festival, so we're pleased with that. During the week, there'll also be some free performances, master classes for the children at the high school and middle school, and we do something for the seniors. And then there's a concert Friday night, and one Saturday night, and one Sunday afternoon. So and they're all different. Caroline Shaw is the artistic director, and she'll curate all the concerts and everything that's going on.
All right, let's talk a little bit more about this collaborative effort. And it is indeed a collaborative effort between Laguna Beach Live, the Philharmonic, and other organizations, which we're going to be hearing about.
Right? Yeah. Laguna Beach Live teamed up with the Philharmonic Society to do the first music festival in 2002. And then the last year or so, we teamed up with Laguna Dance Festival. We all know each other in Laguna and go to each other's events. And we thought how wonderful to have dancers in our programs and music in their programs. So it's now 2 weeks of great performances. They start on February 6th, and we go through the next week, February 16th.
Through the 16th.
So they can come for any and all of those.
All right, so that is the big, the entire music festival
And dance festival.
and dance festival takes place over that period. But what takes place in the theater here at Laguna Playhouse? Andy, as president of the Laguna Beach Live, you oversee quite a few different activities that are going on in the community on a daily, monthly, well, not daily,
Weekly, certainly.
yes, on a weekly basis in different venues within Laguna Beach. But from the library to the senior center to just many different places, you are very much a part of the community. But the special event that's going to be going on from February 14th, 15th, and 16th is a very special event that you are involved in, as well as the Philharmonic Society, as well as another dance group, and multiple organizations within Laguna Beach to pull off this one amazing event. We're going to focus right now on the 3 days of the music festival and what will be happening then. My understanding is the person that really coordinated and curated this whole 3-day event Her name is Carolyn Shaw, and she is a Pulitzer Prize winning composer, um, uh, and artist. And maybe you can tell us a little bit about Carolyn and how this whole music part came about.
Well, this is our 23rd, so every year we select, the Philharmonic, with Philharmonic's help, selects an artistic director. And the whole idea is for them to pull together people they'd like to work with and to do music that's not done anywhere else. That's the idea of the festival. This is the only place you're going to hear these combinations. So Caroline invited her friends to come, and she's got a group Friday night, and then we'll also have a dancer from the dance festival. She's got another group of soul percussion on Saturday night, and then Gabriel Kahane on Sunday matinee. So that's in the afternoon. It's not all evening shows.
Right.
And Caroline herself is a Pulitzer Prize winner, yes. She's a composer, she's a vocalist, she's a violinist. She's just superb.
Talk a little bit about her music, what she does. I mean, it is so innovative, combining classical music with new sounds, new arrangements. And she delves into, as I said, classic, Baroque music, and also pop music. Can you talk a little bit more about her?
I think you've said it very well. She's, and Hun can, who's here, can answer some more questions too.
Good.
But it's just all new to us.
Yes.
But it's also classic.
And she crosses all boundaries to put everything together in a very unusual, quite amazing way.
And very entertaining. It
Absolutely.
isn't so far out that you're not going to want to hear it. It'll be innovative enough that you can say, wow, that's
Yes, it
wonderful.
is. The bits that I saw on YouTube, well, her Pulitzer Prize winning piece, of course, was featured there. But she has another famous piece that works where she had worked on a piece written by Eric Clapton. And she has worked with other musicians. So she is very eclectic, and we're very excited to see what this music festival is all about. Thank you so much, Cindy, for this interview.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you so much.
Here now with Hung Fan, who is very much part of this organization that's putting on the Laguna Music Festival. So, Hung, if you can tell me a little bit about the organizations you represent.
Okay, thank you. I am the chair of the board of directors of the Laguna Beach Music Festival. So we're the ones that oversee the festival. And the music festival is a joint presentation between Laguna Beach Live, and you've spoken with Cindy Pruitt, and the Philharmonic Society of Orange County. So let me just talk a little bit about the Philharmonic Society of Orange County. It is an organization that has been presenting music in Orange County. It's on its 75th year now. We're going into our 75th year, and we're doing some celebrations about that. If you are a music lover in Orange County and you hear music by any of the major symphony orchestras in the United States or in Europe, you hear solo performances by musicians, pianists, vocalists. Those are generally presented by the Philharmonic Society of Orange County. Oh. So the Philharmonic Society has great experience and great administrative capabilities in presenting artists. And so the Philharmonic Society has then collaborated with Laguna Beach Live to bring in the artists for the Laguna Beach Music Festival.
I see. All right. And that means the person that you focused on was Carolyn Shaw.
Correct, yes.
And tell me a little bit more about her.
So as I think Cindy mentioned, every year we have a different artistic director for the festival. Right. That's a function of our board. We are in charge of working with the director, the president and artistic director of the Philharmonic Society, Tommy Phillips, in negotiating and identifying the artistic directors each year. And the artistic directors over our 23-year history that we had have been really, really fantastic. We get together every year or a couple of years out and we ask the question, who would we like to have for our next artistic director for our festival. We have been very interested in having Caroline Shaw as our artistic director for probably 3 years, and Tommy has been working very hard to be able to seal the deal with Caroline, because she is incredibly popular as far as her talents. So, as has been mentioned, she's a composer, she's a vocalist, she's a violinist. She is the youngest Pulitzer Prize winner, and for which she a piece that she wrote for 8 Voices that she won the Pulitzer Prize. She has collaborated with classical musicians of the caliber of Yo-Yo Ma, through all the way through Kanye West on the other end, everything in between. And so her dance card is very full. So we were really delighted when she agreed to be our artistic director this year. And she has brought with her, she's bringing with her artists that she has collaborated with. In particular, fairly recently, So Percussion is a group. You might think, banging cymbals and so forth, but percussion is more than just drums and cymbals. It's keyboard instruments are percussion, and so she has produced an album of a collaboration where she is singing with So Percussion, and she wrote all the music for that.
Oh, that's amazing.
So that's the Saturday night concert.
I see. My understanding is it's basically Caroline and 5 of her friends that she has selected to perform with her over these 3 days.
Yeah.
And the first night there will be 4, Caroline and 3 of her friends, and the next 2 nights she will be with another of each of her friends.
Caroline, it's on the first night. This program was developing. One of the fascinating things was to hear from Tommy Phillips the progress of the programming, because as our board met, he would say the program that fell into place last was actually our first program on Friday night. So it will include Caroline, a string quartet, which is the Celestina, which is a group from Los Angeles, a very, very well-regarded string group. And they will play, and then also singers from the Orange County Master Chorale.
Right.
So they will be singing as well in different pieces.
Right. Could you talk a little bit about the type of sounds we will be hearing? Since my impression is Caroline really crosses the line with classical music and popular music, with different sounds, and combines poetry, combines chorale, combines everything into sounds that we have not really heard a lot.
Yes, you're right. Well, some of Caroline's work, for instance, some of her string quartet work is kind of on the edgier side of of her compositions. Her vocal work is very, very. It's infused with. I would say, traditional folk music. That's kind of the basis of that, and then she works that together with her new ideas of how to make those sound.
Right. Well, I've got to say, I'm already looking forward to next year to see what you come up with.
We, in fact, know who the artistic directors next year.
Really?
I'll just, it's not, I think we've announced it, yes. It is a violinist named Tessa Lark, and her collaborator, Michael Thurber, who is a string bass player, and they do everything from classical music to bluegrass and jazz in between.
Well,
So it
I'm
should
looking
be fun
forward
too.
to it. Well, thank you so much, Hung,
Thank
for
you very
taking
much.
time to fill us in.
Thank you.
Now with us is the next contributor to the Laguna Music Festival.
Yes, my name is Crystal Matsuyama-Tsai, and I am the Artistic Associate for Laguna Dance, formerly known as Laguna Dance Festival.
Well, tell us a little bit about your part in this whole music festival that's coming up.
Yes, so for the second year in a row, we are collaborating with the Music Festival, and we are very excited to be collaborating because it's just the nature, I think, of ourselves as dancers, and we love to collaborate. And we have a dancer showcase in the opening night of the Music Festival, and then we will also have live music for 2 shows of our dance festival the week prior.
The week prior. So the dates of your festival are?
February 6th through 9th. It's 4 days, Thursday through Sunday.
All right. And then you will be here at Laguna Playhouse
Yes.
on the 14th.
Yes.
The 14th would be your
Yes.
night for
the dance,
for your
yes.
featured dance
Yes, with the
person.
music.
Tell us about the dancer.
Jake Tribus. So he is a former student of our artistic director, Jody Gates. She was the founder and vice dean of the USC Gloria Kaufman School of Dance. And so it's really actually a community kind of feeling because he is now like a very well-established professional in the field. And she hired him back and he's collaborating with us and performing for us.
And he will be performing with Carolyn Shaw.
Yes.
Okay, tell us a little bit about how that will work. It will be Caroline Shaw with him.
Yes, and Jake will perform alongside with live music.
With live music.
Yes, so just like how in our dance festival we will have live music playing and have guests from the music festival, we are also providing them with a dancer for the music festival. for
Okay, well
live
that
performance.
sounds quite interesting. And they all
Yes.
seem to have this common thread of breaking boundaries and creating new things.
Yeah, I think in the 21st century we are in a really interesting time, right, where almost everything has been done. What's it, like the question of what is original anymore is really kind of interesting. And so we just keep experimenting and playing and hopefully having fun while doing it.
And we enjoy hearing all of it and seeing all of it.
Yes.
Thank you, Crystal, for taking the time to fill us in again. This festival sounds amazing. And to our viewers, I hope you will all make a point of checking out the Laguna Beach Music Festival, February 14th, 15th, and 16th. And check online for more information about tickets.